Hello friends. Now we are going to see the part about dependents. So in this chapter, dependents mean the following relatives of the deceased. Firstly, his or her father, his or her mother. Let me first clarify one thing. Generally, when a person is alive, he is supposed to maintain people. But this obligation of maintaining people does not finish when the person dies, especially when those people are dependent on him to get maintenance. And therefore, this concept of dependence has been incorporated under the Hindu Maintenance Act, Hindu Maintenance Law. So now let us see who all are the people to whom they or who may be called as dependents and to whom the property of the deceased person can be the basis from which they get money. So firstly, his or her father, his or her mother, his widow as long as she does not remarry, his or her son or grandson or great grandson if there is no person in between, as long as he is a minor, and provided to the extent that he is unable to obtain a maintenance from himself, his or her unmarried daughter or unmarried daughter of his predeceased son or unmarried daughter of the predeceased son of his predeceased son, so long as she remains unmarried and to the extent that she is unable to obtain maintenance. His widowed daughter, provided and to the extent that she is unable to obtain maintenance, firstly from the estate of her husband or from her son or from her daughter or from her father-in-law or his father or the estate of either of them. Then any widow of his son or of a son of his predeceased son, so long as she does not remarry, provided and to the extent that she is unable to maintain herself, his or her minor illegitimate son, so long as he remains minor, and his or her his or her illegitimate daughter, so long as she remains unmarried. These are the dependents. You will see that there is a similarity between the people who are shown as dependents in this part and who can claim maintenance under the earlier part. So, Section 22 of the Act says that these people who are the dependents have to be maintained through the property of the deceased person. So, subject to the provisions of subsection 2, the heirs of the deceased are bound to maintain the dependents of the deceased out of the estate inherited by them from the deceased. Obviously, there has to be a person who is the new owner of the property of the deceased, but like we know that property does not come only as a benefit, it can come as an onerous bequest, it can come as an obligation too. So if there is a person who is getting property, let us say that X has got all these many dependents, but he makes a will in favor of Y who is not one of the dependents, then Y has to maintain all these dependents because he is having the ownership of the property of X. This is the simple calculation in which the concept of dependence continues. So where a dependent is, so what should be the amount of maintenance when a person is alive? What should be the amount of maintenance which is given? So it can be decided based upon the parties. It is the discretion of the court, and in determining the amount, the position and status of the parties, reasonable wants of the claimant, and if the claimant is living separately, whether the claimant's living separately is justified, is taken into consideration. The value of the claimant's property derived from any of the an income derived from the property, and the number of other persons entitled to maintenance under this act has to also be taken into consideration. In determining the amount of maintenance, if any, to be awarded to a dependent under this act, regard shall be taken to the net value of the assets estate of the deceased, the provision, if any, made under the will of the deceased person, the degree of relationship between the two, and reasonable wants of the dependent. With this, we complete the law relating to maintenance under the Hindu law. Thank you very much.